So a lot of Australians are always trying to figure out how can I make more money, and more importantly, how can I make more money doing nothing? How can I make some passive income? Now, times are getting tougher for the average person. We're all feeling the pinch of inflation. We're all feeling the pinch of interest rates rising, and we're all feeling the pinch of our jobs just not increasing in our salary. Is it the financial apocalypse? Well, mate, I just don't know. And today, I'm going to run through 5 passive income ideas for Australians. So the first we're going to have a look at today is a company called ParkHound, and this is for anyone who has a driveway or a garage.
Paying for parking has become a necessary evil for many, especially for those who need to park in an area with very little parking to share around. While the parking monopoly used to be in the hands of councils and private parking companies, ParkHound allows people to search for an area they need to park and then match with someone who has parking available. You can list up your lock-up garage, carport, driveway, or even your backyard. While some in-demand areas offer up to an extra $70 per day, most areas attract at least an extra $10 per day for allowing parking. Your empty lock-up garage can attract great passive income from others needing space to store their car for a long period of time, bringing in a consistent monthly revenue from just one person. Other key opportunities are for those who work in city areas where people will pay to park close to their work, and for busy tourist attractions where people will pay for parking close to the action. If you have a wide driveway, you can even rent out half to one person and half to another on the same day. The only hands-on activity is granting access if required, or answering questions about the location to someone interested, and then ParkHound handles all the other inquiries and the payments. Some of the most in-demand areas are attracting over $1,000 per month for the parking space, which is over $12,000 per year.
You smell that? What is that?
What?
What's that smell?
A cologne?
No.
Opportunity.
No. Money.
Oh, okay.
I smell money.
Okay.
Now, if all your parking spaces are full, the next option you have is Airbnb. Now, you don't need to have a whole house to do Airbnb. You can do Airbnb with just one bedroom.
While Airbnb can be used for renting out an entire home, I just want to look at listing out a single room. This allows for people who are renting or have a spare room while they are paying off their mortgage to list it to attract some passive income. For a single room with a double bed, the rate generally sits between $70 to $120 per night. You can set the availability of when you would like people to be able to rent the room, so if there are weeks you don't want guests staying, you can mark the room as unavailable. This method of income is predominantly passive, aside from checking the guest in and cleaning the room after the guest departs. With most guests staying several nights, there will be several days where you may not even need to engage with the guest, but of course you can charge a premium for the full bed and breakfast experience if you want to be more hands-on.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Great.
You're getting settled in?
If you set your rate somewhere in the middle at $100 per night and had a vacancy rate of 50% across the year, you could make over an extra $18,000 per year in mostly passive income.
For those of you who want your own privacy and you don't want someone living in your house with you, you just want that extra space to yourself without too much inconvenience, the next one on the list we're going to have a look at today is called Spacer. Spacer is a company that allows you to rent out your spare bedroom or your garage or your shed out the back, any storage space you have, to people who need storage.
Space is now a commodity, with people needing storage now more than ever. Your empty garage, attic, spare room, bedroom, or shed can now be turned into a means of passive income. Many people are making $500 per month for renting out their garage or spare bedroom. Some are even making $300 a month renting out their backyard garden sheds. You can set access times for when people can come to their stored possessions, and can set it for accompanied access, which is important for if it's a bedroom inside your home. This stops people showing up at any hour of the night and gives you the additional safety of not having to provide a key to your own home to a stranger.
Please just let us purge.
Otherwise, for the more autonomous approach, where it is a standalone garage or shed, you can always provide the renter a key with 24/7 access if you just want to set and forget. This passive income method can have a single renter leaving their belongings in storage for multiple months or even over a year. Meanwhile, you're collecting a paycheck. If you had a spare bedroom rented out for a full year at $500 per month, that would be an extra $6,000 in passive income.
Show me the money!
Now, if the last three don't appeal to you because you don't want people living in the house with you, or you don't want people accessing your property and coming in and putting all their junk around your home, then maybe think about renting out your car. Car share companies have launched for the average Joe to be able to rent out their vehicle to anyone willing to pay for it. Companies like Uber Car Share, Turo, these are all available now for you to be able to list up your car for someone to rent off you for a day, for a week, for a month, as long as they're willing to pay.
You can set days for your car to be available for rent, giving you flexibility to make passive income when you aren't using it. You can set your price for the car per day and charge a rate on top per kilometre used. Depending on your car type, make and model, you can easily make anywhere from an extra $50 per day to over $500 per day. The only hands-on is verifying the driver before they pick up the vehicle via them uploading their ID to the apps, spending 2 minutes taking pictures of the car before it's collected for any damage disputes, and taking post-trip photos when it's all returned. You can meet the driver for the key handover and collection, but many are opting in for the complete contactless experience, using a lockbox on the car or even a lockbox at a location where the car is picked up and dropped off to. While some just rent their cars on days they don't need it, others have turned this into a business, having a second car purely for renting out. Now, before you go running to a car yard with hopes of making an extra $30,000 a year from renting out a car, make sure you do your research what cars people want to rent, and do your research to see if your market has a strong enough demand. Side income overall from this method varies on the car you're renting out, but it does have the potential to add over an extra $10,000 revenue per year for the most basic vehicles.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. While you're out there playing patty cake with your friend Pedro, your Uncle Rico making 120 bucks.
I can make that much money in 5 seconds.
And the final passive income idea we're going to have a look at is the tried but true dividend investing.
A dividend is a payout of a portion of a company's profit to its shareholders. While this is a it takes money to make money approach, it is a truly passive income method. By purchasing shares into a company, you can let them do the hard work while you reap a percentage of the rewards. These days, you don't need to be a millionaire to start investing. Online trading platforms have given the average Joe access to trading around the world. For dividend-paying S&P 500 companies, they have historically fluctuated between 2 and 5% dividend yields. If you built a portfolio of $100,000 over the next 10 years, where the average dividend was paying 5%, you would make an extra $5,000 per year for doing absolutely nothing. As an added bonus, the shares you have bought can also further appreciate in value on top of the dividend, which may lead to further compounding your wealth and future dividend returns.
Hey fellas, look what I found in my pocket. Look, a year's salary right here. What I call them? Fun coupons.
If you're interested in investing in the market, I've got my link to WeBull down below in the description. It's an online trading platform. It's going to give you access across to ETFs, to shares, to options, and they normally got free shares for signing up. So click the link down below in the description to see what the current offer is. Now, that is 5 ways for Australians to make money passively. Now, if you like this kind of content, make sure you smash the like and subscribe button. I've got a video coming out soon about ways to make money online. So, now that's exciting stuff. But until next time, guys, peace out. This is not your spot, mate. No, quiet crow. You. Oh, yeah, no one cares.